If you have been import from China using 1688, or you have been doing procurement and shipping from China using 1688, or you are sending links to procurement agent to procure your link on 1688, this video is a must watch for you, because in this video I'm going to expose to you how to detect fake seller on 1688 so that you will not get scammed when you are trying to do sourcing for products on 1688. Okay. But before we dive deep into tutorial, as you guys know me, my name is Rafi Yakub. I'm a procurement agent and importation and procurement coach. And if you want to contact me for importation business, you can contact me on WhatsApp via the number in the description of this video. So without further ado, let's get started and see how you can detect a fake seller on a fake sales page on 1688. So let's begin. Alright, so I'm going to use this particular sales page as example. All you have to do is to make sure you listen and you watch everything I'm trying to narrate on this video, so that you will not get scammed, okay? Or you will not be in the victims of a fake seller on 1688. Now, when you are trying to source for product, whether you are picture search or you type search, once you click on the product link, it takes you to a sales page like this. This page is called sales page. Now, what are the red flags you need to take into consideration before you can know if this is seller is a fake seller or they are genuine seller? So I want to show you here how you can detect a fake seller. Now, the first red flag you need to take into consideration, when you scroll down, you will see their store name right here. After the store name, right here is the general store rating. Now, what general store rating means is that this particular store here, all the numbers of products they have, maybe they have 10 to 20 to hundreds of the product. Each of the product that have a rating is going to accumulate right here. So general store rating is going to be here. So whether some products have a 5-star rating, while some have 2-star rating, some have 3-star rating, that is not the case. The main thing is the general rating is going to be here. And one of the red flags you need to take into consideration is general rating. Any store you visit that has less than 4.5, run for your life. They are going to scam you. They are not a genuine seller. That's just the basic truth. They are not a genuine seller, or they are selling a fake product. So you have to take into consideration this. This is very much important if you don't want to get scammed, or if you don't want to have a very poor quality product. So general overstore rating is very much important. Like I said, make sure whatever or whoever you want to buy from, make sure the store rating is above 4.5 or 5-point aggregate. This is very much important. You can see this is just 30%. This is a fake sales page. So you need to take into consideration. Now, the second red flag I want to show you in this video is product rating. There is difference between product rating and store rating. The product rating is a situation whereby a seller have purchased a product and they give a feedback based on their experience about the logistics, based on the quality of the product. That is what we call product rating. And the seller come back to the platform and give the seller rating, the feedback. That is what we call product rating. All this product rating we now aggregate into store rating. So you can see now that they were not the same. There is possibility that you have in a sales page, you see a product rating to be 5-star, and then getting to general store rating, you see 2.5 or 3.5 star. There is possibility of that. The most important thing is that take note that the general of our store rating must be above 4.5 or 5 aggregate. That is the first rest of mind, yeah, that you are in the right place. You are in the right seller. You are on the right seller page, and then you are not going to get scammed if you consider to patronize the seller. But as this seller case as a sample, you see they are 100% fake seller. So don't go there. Now let's consider and check the product rating. Product rating is always found below right here, and it always comes with first or second rating, while the rest of the rating will be hidden. Now for you to see more rating, you have to click on here. You can see right here we have 100% of the product rating. So you click on there. So when you click on here, it takes you to the main rating. Now right here we have 5-star rating. We have 5-star product rating. Don't be happy yet, because not all the 5-star rating are genuine rating. Yes, when you have 5-star rating like this, number one thing is that some of these fake seller, they buy review. They will contact some people in China, and they will pay them to give the 5-star review on their product. That is what we call fake rating. A fake rating, for you to identify fake rating, I'm going to make a video about that. Okay. Now, another 5-star rating that might look fake is system default rating. A system default rating comes in existence when when buyer buy a product from a seller, and after 2 weeks the buyer fail to give a feedback about the product. The system will do it automatically, and this is done by 1688, which is very, very, very bad, because you will not know if a product is genuine rating 5-star, most especially if you are a beginner on procurement and shipping with 1688. You may not know all this, because there are thousands of system default rating that gives 5-star, and of which some of the seller they are fake seller, and system will do it automatically if you fail to do it in 2 weeks after you make purchase. That is another fake rating. So for you to know a fake rating when system do it by default, what you need to do is to translate what you have right here. So I'm going to bring out my iDictionary for a proper translate. So if you don't have iDictionary, it is advisable you go to Google Play Store and download it. So I'm going to click on here to turn on the iDictionary. Now the iDictionary is on. This simply means that I can exist here, and I'll go back to my 1688 tab and use this iDictionary to translate. What you need to do right here is to drag and take the iDictionary icon into the Chinese character, then it translates it into English language. Then you'll be able to read what is written there. Okay. All right, so for us to translate this, we have to click here. So you can see evaluation party failed to make timely evaluation, the system default praise. You can see now this buyer here, but what happened here is that the buyer did not give feedback and the system do it by default. Now, if you have something like this, it's still a red flag. You cannot sure if the seller is a genuine seller. You cannot sure if the products are of high quality product, because this is a default by system. This is this person here is a genuine buyer, and it's not a China. You can see the ID right here. This ID here, it denotes every foreigner that make purchase on 1688. So if you are a China, or if you are in China or you are Chinese, your ID name is going to be in Chinese. Okay, but this one here, they did not give a feedback. And let's translate what we have here. So this is just 3 weeks ago. So the rating happened 3 weeks ago. And let's translate what we have here. So this buyer bought 17 pieces, okay? 17 pieces of this product. So this is another red flag. Right here, 5-star rating, but the rating is fake rating. It's fake rating in the sense that this is not a rating by human. So a human rating is more or less giving you a rest of mind than going by machine default, just like what 1688 does. I don't really know why 1688 will give automatic 5-star review. This is just like they are trying to encourage fake sellers. They are trying to encourage fake products and things like that. They should not always allow system to do this thing by default. If you don't have a time to give a feedback or to give a review for a product, they should leave it. And then when you are when you have your time and you come back and give the right feedback about the product, then that will give a prospective buyer a kind of confidence to choose a seller or to choose a supplier. So this one right here, it is not advisable for you to take into consideration when you want to buy from a seller Don't never and ever go for system rating feedback. It is very bad, and it's not going to give you 100% what you are looking for as far as the product quality and the assurance is concerned. Now, another thing you need to take into consideration, let's go back to the sales page. Now we have 2 points that we need to take into consideration. Then the second thing to take into consideration when you see a fake seller. A fake seller will give you a kind of a ridiculous cheap price. By the time you search for different type of products that are different sellers that are selling the similar product, you will be very sure that the product is very cheaper than the others. That's another red flag. Another thing to take into consideration is shipping fee. Shipping fee right here is 7 RMB. Now I want to show you one trick. So this particular sales page here, we will move from the sales page, we move to their main store. So for you to get to the supplier or seller main store, you have to click on here. Alright, so once you get to their store, you are going to see all their product line. So these are the products this seller claim they have in store, perhaps with different prices, styles, and all that. Now, we're going to look at another product. Since this is the one we just used as example, you can see from their store right here, it states that they have not sold anything in this product. That is another red flag to tell you that the rating we see on the sales page is a fake rating. Okay, so they have not sold anything and they like. So let's take a look at another product. So let me scroll down and let's take this product as another example. So this product here states that they have sold 29, right? And the price here is 32 RMB. So let me click on the product link. Now it takes you to the sales page. Now take a look at the shipping fee here, 7 RMB. Every fake seller, they don't have much time to take into consideration all these things. They will just put figures. This is just another red flag. A shipping fee, a local shipping fee can never be always the same for products. If you get to a reasonable and a genuine supplier, you will understand what I'm trying to say more clearly in this regard. Let's scroll down. Now, we have right here, we have just two rating, okay? And from their main store, we were told that they have sold 29 pieces of this product, okay? Now, let's take a look at the rating right here. It is 100%. So I'm going to click on where you see 100%, you click on that. Then it takes you to rating page. So these are product rating page. So don't mix them together. Product rating is different from general store rating. Now for you to see all the rating, just click on here. Boom. So we have two rating. Now, these people right here, the first buyer here is a Chinese. The second buyer here also is a Chinese. Now, this rating here is, this one is 2 weeks ago, this one is 4 weeks ago. Let's take a look at, let's take our translate and see what we have here. Now, this rating here states that evaluation party failed to make timely evaluation, the system default praise. You see, that's the first one. The second one states the evaluation party failed to make timely evaluation, the system default praise. This is a work of 1688. Automatically 5-star review. They will give the seller automatic 5-star review if the buyer failed to give a feedback. Now, this buyer here bought 15 pieces. This one here bought 8 pieces. Now, one things are involved here. If a seller did not deliver your product or they did not send out your parcel, this type of sellers, they will issue you a fake tracking number. Once they give you a fake tracking number, you will not have a logistic tracking, nothing. And they will move the product to deliver from your dashboard. If you have been doing procurement and shipping personally, you will understand more better what I'm trying to say here. And once the products get to your dashboard, it means you have collected the product. And after 2 weeks, 1688 will come here and give the seller 5-star review. They don't want to know whether you collect the product. They don't want to know whether the product is good or the product is bad. They are giving the seller 5-star review, and of which this seller here is a fake seller. All this rating here are this system by default. These are the people that they were got scammed by this seller, but they don't really know much about 1688. They don't know how procurement and shipping is work. They just let it go. That's just the bitter truth. So when you see something like this, run for your dear life. They are fake sellers. They are fake sellers. So let's go back and pick another product from their sales page. So let's take a look at this one right here. Let's take a look at this product here. So this product here, it stated that they sold 24 pieces. The price is 33 RMB. Okay. So let me click on the product link. So when you click on the product link, it takes you to sales page, just like we are doing. Take a look at it. The logistics fee here is still 7 RMB. So these are just pure scammers sales page. Don't fall for it. Now take a look at the rating here. The store tell us that they sold 24, I think, and we have only one rating. Now, if you click on here to see the 100% rating, then it takes us back to rating page. So by the time I click on here, so we are going to see the rating. This is the same previous buyer. Look at the ID, the same previous buyer. This simply means that this buyer here bought a lot from this store and he just got scammed. Now let's take a look at the rating. Evaluation party failed to make timely evaluation. The system default praise. You can imagine. These are the things 1688 does, and it's very, very bad. It only helps the sellers. It only helps fake sellers and genuine sellers. They should always leave everything and let the buyer decide, not the system by default. This is a fake system. All right. So let's take a look at another thing. Let's go back to their store. Now, the very last thing you need to take into consideration when you are trying to source or when you are trying to figure out who is a fake seller. The very last one here is number of years they have been in operation. At the top here, this seller here, they have this account for the past 10 years. You can imagine a store that was on a 1688 for the past 10 years and they were not verified by 1688. Okay, so for you to know if a seller is verified, because it is always advisable you buy from a verified sellers so that you don't fall in the victim, you don't get scammed, you get quality products and you have rest of mind. And to be surprised, some of these verified sellers also, they have a very cheap price. It's just that you need to have a versatile knowledge about